I read a story recently about a 14-year-old Mike Tyson. And at this point in time, 14-year-old Mike Tyson, he was 4-0. All of his fights went exactly as you would expect. Mike Tyson, first round knockout. But on this particular night, it started the same way. It was a first round knockdown, but his opponent kept getting up, right? So much so, his opponent kept getting up. So after the third or fourth round, he comes to the corner and talks to his trainer, Cus D'Amato. He says, Cus, I think I broke my hand. I don't think I can keep going. And what Cus said to a 14-year-old Mike Tyson is something I feel like we all need to hear sometimes. He said, champ, if you quit right now, I can't guarantee that you're gonna be the heavyweight champion of the world. Look, I know that you're in pain and I know that it hurts, but you're winning this fight and I need you to keep going. Be faithful for what you have right now. Be absolutely faithful for what you have right now. The Lord's gonna open doors for you. The veterans that I know would never ask us to repay them for their service, right? In fact, they would pay that cost 10 times over. But on a day like today, I do think it's appropriate for us to try to make an installment. We can make an installment with our time and resources by volunteering at different organizations like the Wounded Warrior Project or providing opportunities for employment for veterans. We can make an installment with our mental and emotional support by just having a conversation with the veteran, giving them a word of encouragement. We can make an installment into the next generation by teaching children what it truly means to be in service of your country. Now, all of these installments will never be enough. I want to be clear about that. All of these installments will never be enough. So today, I choose the installment of gratitude. Execution. Finish what you start. If your coach says, hey, listen, give me 10 reps, don't give him 9. If you're supposed to touch the line, don't come up 6 inches short, execute. As you're going through your main character moment, ask yourself, what is it about this situation? What is it about these patterns that I need to pause? The reality is, guys, is that when we go through difficult situations and we go through difficult times, we tend to take on these temporary coping mechanisms because it feels good in the moment. But we know that it's not really part of who we are. Now, it's no different with your teams. Like, are you trusting your coaches, right? As you build that relationship with your coaches, are you trusting that they're going to put you in a good position to be successful? Are you trusting your teammates that they're doing the right thing on the field and also off the field to make sure that they're going to help you be successful, right? So if I'm going to throw the ball to my man right here, I want to make sure I can trust him that he's going to catch it. Based on what I saw, I don't know if I can trust you right now, man. But we have to build that relationship with our teammates, right? To make sure that we trust them and that they trust us, right? And then the last part is are you trusting yourself, right? Are you trusting your preparation? Are you trusting that you've done the right things on and off the field so that when your moment is called, when you get an opportunity to catch the ball, you're ready for that moment? If you think about framing a picture, we're making a very intentional decision to capture an image. We're making a very intentional decision to capture a moment. And it is in that frame that we can learn, okay, this is what I was supposed to learn from that situation, right? For me, it was discipline. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but there is a billion-dollar industry that's competing for your most precious commodity, which is your time and your attention. Right? So for you guys to spend just a little bit of that with me today, I genuinely appreciate that. So if you realize that this is actually exactly where you're supposed to be, man, you can take all the pressure off yourself. You can go out there and play free and have fun, man. And when you guys get off that bus, I want you guys to understand this one thing, and please hear me well. You guys are inferior to nobody. Now look, as you're going through your main character moment, it can feel like you're a side character in somebody else's story, right? But I'm here to tell you today that that is not the case. Not only are you the main character, but you hold the pen that writes how this next scene is going to go. You hold the pen that writes how this next chapter is going to go, and ultimately how this story is going to change. Let's know that this world is lacking some character nowadays, right? You look around, you turn on the news, this character lacking all over the place. So develop the character, and in that developing of your character, you can have hope. Hope is going from situation to situation with the same expectation of a better outcome. So when we think about being prepared for the moment, one thing I need you guys to understand, man, is like this particular moment, out of any football player that's ever walked in this locker room, that's played for JV, out of any other year, this particular moment is perfectly crafted for you guys, man. Perfectly crafted for you guys. So the reason why that's so important is there's something free in that. There's something free in knowing that this moment was made for me. I don't have to be nervous. I'm supposed to be right here, right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.